Welcome everybody. Welcome to another round of the Method Show. Yeah, so I wanted to kind of talk about this new game coming out that I believe it's gonna top XDefiant. That was a disaster. That definitely was not like Call of Duty. So I was disappointed with XDefiant. When you hear about a company hiring, you know, ex esports players to be a big contributor to the development of a game, it just spews bad news to me. There is one game that had a trailer by Bungie. Let's go ahead and load that up. I like how you can't find Bungie's YouTube account. Of course, though, they won't have the trailer on their official YouTube. Why would your company have a YouTube page if you don't put the latest and greatest stuff on there? Yeah, so Marathon. What is Marathon, guys and gals and days? I will tell you what Marathon was. So this basically, I think, used the Doom engine, and Bungie made this, like, I believe, back then. So confusing, right? The 90s were the time periods of confusing as fudge video games that had no purpose to other than just to confuse the hell out of you, get lost in the levels, because why not? Level design was not at its peak back then. You had to use that map to browse around. And from my understanding, Marathon is it's like an arena shooter, the very first of its kind, per se. I mean, you have Doom and you have Wolfenstein and you have Duke Nukem and multiplayer, right? But this is straight up copy from Doom, pretty much. But the emphasis in this version of Doom, I guess you can call it that, is I believe that you are like in a match, in a huge arena match with other, there you go, other players that are like you. That did not look like a normal character. And that's just so weird. They're not even using guns, so I don't even know the story, to be honest. I'm giving up. My assumption was that it was an arena shooter with other players. Maybe the multiplayer is supposed to do this. And you have your standard arsenal, you know, your machine gun, rocket launcher, what have you. And so Bungie came out, you know, today or yesterday with that trailer saying, hey, we're remaking it, or we're bringing it back. And it sounds interesting, right? It sounds interesting. But we're going to go to the website and we're going to find a little more information on what are they doing. Because if this is just going to be like, well, I don't know, another XDefiant attempt.
Heads, then. Well done.
Right, where they're like, oh, we're gonna do a Call of Duty, ha ha ha. But Bungie has not done a Call of Duty before, so if they're gonna do what Ubisoft is trying to do, then I'm probably not gonna play it. All right, so let's go ahead and jump to their website, and we're gonna find a little more information here on what Marathon is, and then we're going to watch the developer video real quick, which they give a little more insight on what to expect. But granted, based off of my own personal experience working with developers, sometimes when developers play their own game, you know, they're developers, right? They're thinking as a developer. They're not thinking as a gamer or a pro gamer. So take what you hear for a grain of salt, because I like to rewind for a bit and go back to when Fallout 76 was like an alpha. You hear other people talk about their experiences of Fallout 76 before it came out, right? Like, oh, I set up my base over here, and I put a little trap for the other players, and the players came into the trap, and I put turrets, and now it's like, and no, that's not what you really experience, you know. Instead, there's no trap. You see the turret a mile away. You pop the turret. No, there's no. But the Fallout 76 crew was like, oh, gee golly, like don't interview these guys. Don't get their gaming experience on camera. Come on, just get their development experience. So I fear that what you're about to see with the crew at Bungie who made Marathon, some of their stuff is like, dude, who plays like that? Yeah, you don't know. No. So here we go. A massive ghost ship hangs in low orbit over a lost colony on Tau Ceti 4, or Ceti 4. I probably butchered the name of that. The 30,000 souls who call this place home have disappeared. Very cliche writing. I would have wrote something better. I hate this. Without a trace. It's always like, it's gone. You're by yourself. We're not going to tell the story. We don't need to show background characters. This is why they disappeared. Gone. It's just you and the other players, and that's why it's not a big open world. It's locked in. That's all you need to know. Gone. I hate that. I hate that they use that as an excuse not to show more characters on the screen. I get it, but it's stupid. It's like saying, you're probably wondering how I got here. Well, I'll tell you. Back in the day, in 2000 and something, this is what happened. 5 days ago, 2 nights ago, I was doing this and that. This is the same shit in the writing. I hate it. By the way, if you guys don't know, I'm a screenwriter on the side, okay? I've written feature-length screenplays before. I entered in a professional contest. I actually spoke to a couple of HBO and NBC writers, showed them my shit. They were impressed by it. And so I know a little thing or two about writing something. And so when it comes down to something like this, I smell it a mile away. Whenever they do any of these things, like, it's gone, the civilization's gone, it's just you and like your other players, okay, that's it. Or the other thing is, when it's an RPG, they always say, you bonked your head, you got in an accident, you don't remember anything, we're starting fresh. I hate that. I hate that shit. You got amnesia. You don't know shit, and that's okay, because you're starting anew and you get to customize your story from now on. Get out of here, writers. Oh my God, I hate that. I hate it with a passion. Just show it. You know, I've been watching a show that does a good job, that although there are some more characters, it's not like a whole huge cast, right? And that is Better Call Saul, right? The writers behind that show, and the same writers behind Breaking Bad. Okay, it's literally just a small cast, but you don't have to say, yeah, he started with amnesia and doesn't remember jack shit, so this is where we start off. Anyways, you can see I get really, really triggered when I see these kinds of things, and I smell it a mile away. I smell it. All right, anyways, they disappeared without a trace. Strange things are afoot at the Circle K. No, just kidding. Strange signals hint at mysterious artifacts. We've been this road before, Bungie. We've been here before. I'm already pissed off. Why? Because I can smell Halo 3 and 2 and 1. Because there's artifacts in that game. Whatever. Long dormant AI. Oh, here we go. And troves of untold riches. Loot box, anyone? Battle Pass rewards. You are a runner. Venturing into the unknown. The unknown. Let me tell you why I am really upset hearing this already. When we're gonna watch this other video with the developers that talk about the world, okay? And it's not, believe me, okay? They'll fall for their trap. They'll fall for the trap when they describe the design of the world and what you see of like, ooh, our characters are vibrant and mysterious. Bullshit. This writer just told you why. because it's unknown. It's a new franchise. It's going to be part 1, part 2, and part 3 that's going to come out, and you're going to pay for it. I know it. We know it. It's the new revolution of first-person shooters, and we're going for it because we're Bungie. That's why it's unknown. Anyways, in a fight for fame. Oh, what does that mean? Oh, Apex Legends. That's what. Go to the top of the leaderboard. Fame. Apex Legends does that. In the world of Apex Legends, what happens when you make it to the top 3 and there's like a billboards over there? It showcases you, the top person of the whole match, right? Or top 3 or something like that. Most kills or whatever. It's already been done. Come on. And infamy. Oh, who among you will write their names across the stars? Get out of here. Get out of here. I'm already disappointed. All right, let's go. From the creators of Halo and Destiny, there it is. Become a runner in Bungie's new sci-fi PvP Extraction. There you go. If you don't like Extraction, skippity-doo-dah. All right? If you don't like Escape from Tarkov, skippity-doo-dah. If you don't like DMZ, skippity-doo-dah. DMZ from Modern Warfare, you don't like it? Skippity-doo-dah. They already just told you. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Extraction is fun. I get it, okay? But when you're about to see with the developers, they really hype up this game, right? And it's just all on the member berries. It's all about the nostalgia. When you see this Extraction, it's an Extraction. You're just going to ignore everything the developers say because you already know what you're going to get yourself into. That's not saying that they can't do it, right? But it's like, it's already been done. You know, like, run in, run out. Oh, you're a runner. Get it? That's what you do. Run in, run out. I'm just not digging it. Let's just wait. Method, let's just wait until we see gameplay. All right? So, it's a PvP extraction shooter. Compete for survival, riches, and renown in a world of evolving persistent zones. That's interesting. Persistent is the key word. So, we'll see. Where any run can lead to greatness. I warn you, don't fall for the trap. Don't fall for the sell. The developers are going to try to sell this to you.
In Bungie's next game, we're combining the rich history of Marathon with a PvP extraction shooter where players get to be part of the narrative. I think that's just going to be a magic formula.
In Marathon, you are a runner, and you're exploring the hostile world of Tau City 4, looking for mysterious artifacts, implants, and weapons for your runner that are just gonna make your character stronger.
You make the best things on the shoulders of giants. And in our case, those giants are Halo and Destiny. The team's been leveraging 30 years of experience and innovation and passion to create Marathon.
We'll see. We'll see. Somewhere in the heavens.
So in Marathon, you're a runner. A runner is a cybernetic mercenary.
They're this combination of fashion and sci-fi and cyberpunk. They're just so cool.
You know why? There it is.
You're going to be able to both visually represent yourself in really interesting ways, but then also there's going to be gameplay modifications, which is going to be awesome. And it means that you and the other 2 people on your crew can pick your different play styles. I think the runners are...
All right, let's pause right there because they just flat out told you Battle Pass. Battle Pass, just like what I mentioned in my last video, folks. Right? Overwatch, Battle Shop. Diablo 4, Battle Shop.
Call it.
Marathon, Battle Shop. They just told you. Don't get me wrong. It's completely obvious. The way these characters look and the world is very vibrant is because you gotta customize yourself. You gotta represent yourself like they said. So there's gonna be money, 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 money.
It's going to be a really great way for players to shape their gameplay.
With money.
Tau City is a very vibrant and dangerous world.
We wanted to make sure this world pushed back on you in the right amount.
All right, I want to hear about the persistence.
You're going to drop into persistent zones. You never know what you're going to find or who you're going to face. You're trying to get out alive, and so is everyone else.
Are you serious?
Okay, because Escape from Tarkov is persistent. You never know who you're going to meet. DMZ is supposed to be persistent. Am I right? Am I wrong? So, been there, done that.
We're combining the best of that Bungie touch and feel gameplay, but we're adding that incredible tension and these emotional highs and lows.
We want that kind of just surprising, dangerous mystery. Imagine going into this basement of one of the colony buildings and it's like flooded with water, murkiness. It's too quiet. Just the sloshing of your footsteps. Around the corner, you see some beam of green light. And you're like, oh no, what is that?
Oh no, green light.
Marathon is a game where you're always one run away from. You might find like the sick loot in this corner. You might find the compiler in that corner. But every choice you make matters.
It's great to see some of those moments.
Okay. Escape from Tarkov does the same thing. DMZ does the same thing. You could go this loot over here, or you could go over there. Now they're going to talk about AI, because DMZ added AI, right? Escape from Tarkov has AI, but from my experience so far playing that game, there's not enough AI to make you feel like, oh shit, it's AI. However, there are certain places where it doesn't feel persistent. Or that's not the word I'm trying to look for. It doesn't feel organic, because it's always the same dude perched at the same hill, and it's always an AI on that hill. So I really hope they don't do that, because then it's like, oh, this is dumb. It's like 76. You know where the bosses are. You go and you just grind it.
In the world that just kind of naturally happen as players collide.
What runners are doing is gonna be that exciting narrative that unfolds over the course of a season. Who knows what?
All right, here's a key word. Whatever runners, players, okay? Just replace the word runners with players. Whatever players are doing is going to impact the narrative, which means story. So there's story missions. So if you guys played Escape from Tarkov or haven't, there are story missions there. Think of Fallout 76, right? Any quest is a story quest. It's the same thing. They're saying you will do quests. Yeah, I mean, they're over glorifying that part. Now, unless one player, like me, for example, I finish one quest a certain way, is that going to affect the entire world here for everybody else because I achieved my quest? I highly doubt it. I highly doubt it.
What's going to happen, but imagine if one crew happens to find an alien key. They place it on this altar, and then they get memorialized for opening up the next zone. And they have to go and figure out how to then unlock that for everybody else.
Hold on a second there. There's a lot of wrong in that. You get a team of players. Does they say team or does it say individually? Who finds a key. Apex. What is that called? The depot, or was it the shop? The black market shop? Oh, yeah, I got the key. I got the key, guys. We go to unlock the shop to get this cool loot for the rest of the team. Oh, okay. Now, but here they're saying for everybody else. Is that a responsibility that you want to take? Because, you know, shooters, what do you call this? Extraction, right? You don't do it for the whole server. You do it for your team. That's it. But they're trying to say, what they're saying is that you're unlocking something drastic, something huge for the rest of the players of the match, right? If you guys don't know, in DMZ and also Escape from Tarkov, you join in on a match, okay, where everybody goes in, right? And they either troll by, you know, going to look for other players and killing them and stealing their loot, because that's fun. Or you're doing the mission quests, which then unlock more money, which then you can improve your gear and get more weapons that you can bring back in to the extraction map, you know, because the extraction part is when you leave, right? So there's like a timer for everybody, right? The countdown, let's say, I don't know, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever. Everybody has a 10-minute countdown. And if you don't leave this match by extracting to various points of exits, then you're dead. You lose your progress, you lose your weapons, and you can't get them back unless you pay for insurance. So far, I'm not hearing anything unique. Just like you said, or the lady or whatever. It's just only because Blizzard. Might as well be. It's only because Bungie touched it. That's it. It's a Bungie version of a game that you already played. Oh boy.
There's a lot of ways to feel like you can win this game. Obviously, getting out alive is the primary one. You can win by getting out with the most artifacts.
Digging this whole deal with artifacts, and is that it right there? Oh, dude, I am not digging it. Like, I get it, sci-fi, right? But look at everything that these character designs are about. They're all about physicality, right? Artifacts are more way out there, spiritual realm, sci-fi, you know. Like, they want to make it very unique, right? The Bungie way, but the Bungie way is also the Halo way. It's like Halo, you know? Like, why can it be something practical, you know? Look at Battlefield 2042's mode, right? I forgot the name of it. You actually go to get data drives. That's practical. And when you look at some of the locations where the data drives came from, they came from like something that just shot from out of orbit, right? Like some escape pod looking device came crashing down, and various mercenaries, teams of other players on the server, are out trying to find the same stuff. This is an artifact. I don't like Destiny. I know this is going to upset some people. I don't like Destiny. I played it for a bit, you know, and or I don't know what it is. I saw the video. I was watching it, playing it, watching, playing different things, right? But I'm just gonna work it up to pay to play that, because it's just not my style. It was like, it doesn't feel grounded. It feels too fantastical with the sci-fi, and not like the sci-fi that I like. For example, oh, I don't know, Titanfall 2. It's not too fantastical. It's more practical. You get into a suit, you get out of the suit. Robot works off of AI technology. He will shoot for you. He's not going to stand there like a dummy. And I don't see no artifacts. I hope there won't be any artifacts in that game. I haven't beaten the single player, okay? Go back and watch my last stream. You can see how far I got. But everything's grounded. It feels like Apex Legends, right? A battle, grenades, you know, melee attacks, stealth attacks, right? Every time Bungie touches something now, it feels like either Halo, fantastical, or that other game, Destiny. And now, and I really hope they're not doing what Blizzard is now doing, where they just slap on an IP to it, right? Or is it Blizzard? Who did it? I don't remember now. Was it Blizzard? Is it Blizzard? No. God damn it. I forgot what company was it. I think it's Ubisoft. I'm thinking of Ubisoft, right? They just slap on their IP, in this case, slapping on Bungie, and now this is Bungie's way of doing an extraction game. But this isn't Marathon. Like, this is not, like, you saw the very little bit of Marathon footage from the 90s that I showed you. That felt grounded, right? You know, we didn't see everything, obviously. Maybe there is an artifact somewhere in there. Highly unlikely, because back in the days, you were playing Doom, and Doom had no artifacts, no imaginary science-fi little thing like this, right? Like the Holy Grail. No, it's like keys, right? Physical items in your hand, hard drives if it's a future. Because I'm looking at the character design right here, right? Everything looks physical. Nothing looks, you know, oh, a Holy Grailish.
Each piece of an artifact you find in the world combines into creating bigger, more valuable artifacts.
Dude, does this, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like Assassin's Creed stuff. You know, when you go to those crazy spiritual missions, you might as well be on drugs. You go to the spiritual missions, you get the Adam and Eve, the apple, right? Adam's apple, the apple of Eve, and this little staff, and like, yeah, I get there's some sort of mythical, you know, real history behind these artifacts, right? But it started to feel too much when they spoiler alert, when they dived into the aliens aspect of things, right? Now this is like, dude, look how cheap this looks. I don't want to be spending time running around in a what do you call it, an extraction game where I'm going after these things. Like, you guys tell me, does this look fun to you? Go after these things right here that you see on the screen. Yeah, you can run around like Apex. You can have fantastic futuristic weapons like Apex. But this is your objective. This glowy square thing that floats around. That. Yeah. I'm not digging that. And I know that's Destiny stuff. Right, with a little bit of maybe Halo. I haven't played all the Halos, but goddamn it, I'm pretty sure this is Destiny influenced. Ugh, I hate it.
I've had a run where I've got all the pieces to get a prime artifact. I could get out. I could win. And then I hear gunfire in a building nearby, and I know I just need one more piece to get that prime. And that's a decision that we want players to have to make.
You can choose to engage the other team. You can choose to just find the artifact, and then you can choose to just get out.
Okay, Cringe coming through. What they just said is the same thing that you experience in every other I keep calling it looter shooter because you actually go get loot. God damn it, they don't call it that. Extraction, all right? Escape from Tarkov, DMZ, Modern Warfare, same shit. What do? Do I go for the other mission objectives? Or do I get the hell out of there with the weapons that I got? Or do I go after other players? But this time, it's Bungie style, so it feels like Destiny. I don't like it. I'm getting real bad Ubisoft vibes here in what they did with XDefiant, where they're like, dude, when I signed up for the beta for XDefiant, they're like, they asked 3 questions, right? And one of them was, do you play Call of Duty? If so, which one of these Call of Duties do you play? They never asked me if I played Overwatch, but when I played it, it actually plays more like Overwatch. Hardly anything of Call of Duty. So they messed that up. But I smelled it, and you can see it, and it smells of all Ubisoft games, every single thing, right? Far Cry. It looks like Far Cry, right? Because you got your classes. Splinter Cell characters, but that's about it. There was nothing really stealthy about it. Oh, you can cloak, but no, that's not the Sam Fisher shit that I know of. And then, like, oh man, I don't know what other stuff they put in there. But it just smelled really bad. It was like horrible. This isn't Call of Duty. Forget it. Don't worry, everybody. Call of Duty, still Call of Duty. They ain't no Call of Duty killer around here. Now this is trying to, ride off of the extraction hype. But you got games like Escape from Tarkov that does it with the realism. So, oh shit, you can't top that. And then you have DMZ for Call of Duty, which feels like Call of Duty. And it's like, oh shit, that feels great. It's spectacular in a good way. You got the gunships that come by, the anti-air rocket thing. If your team survives, and protecting that thing for, buying you some time, but then, that'll alert the players. Like, it's really high octane fun that you expect to see from a Call of Duty game, just now with the extraction in it, right? So, Ubisoft. Bungie, what do you got? We got Halo and Destiny. This feels like a Destiny game and does not feel like a marathon at all.
I actually shared an exfil with someone. They started shooting me and I'm like, okay, like I downed them and then I let them go. And that's the point, like I could play any way I want.
She demonstrated her power and then she let them go.
Let them go.
There's just
Get out
so
of
many
here.
different ways you can be famous.
No one really lets people go. All right, I played Escape from Tarkov. You finish them. That's what you do. You don't let them go. First of all, if the game mechanics allow it, then you can loot them and then let them go. But from what I recall, you cannot loot until you finish them off. So, is it really not a looter type of game? You can't really loot? Or let me guess, they're trying to encourage less violence. So, let them go. But you can, I don't know, you can get this other thing. You don't want to get their loot. Then that's going to suck. One of the biggest appeals for extraction is weapons, all right? Extracting weapons they get to keep for the next round or take them back to your stash. I'm not hearing any of that. Yeah, they said, you customize your looks and your weapons and your loadouts. I'm not hearing, can you take the weapons? Can I loot this dude's weapon that I never seen before, right? Like, is that why? No, I don't know. I must have missed it, but I'm not hearing any of that.
Or infamous. Did you help somebody who really needed help? Or you became world's first because you unlocked the zone? Or you are...
Wait, let's back the truck up. Did you become infamous because you killed people? Or did you become a savior because you didn't kill people? Oh, Bungie. Where's the fun in that? I chose not to kill him, and then I got the artifact, and then I won, and what? Boring. And now they keep talking about this unlocking for everybody. Unlock this next level. Unlock this. Like, if you're a team of like 3 or 4 people, like in most typical DMZ extraction games, what does it matter that you're unlocking something for the rest of the server or the rest of the people in the match? Like, I got dibs, everybody. I unlocked the rest of the map. Unless it's detrimental to the rest of the team, like, oh man, why'd you do that? Now we're gonna die, or like now the robots are after us because you unlocked that section, Unless it's like that, nobody's gonna give a damn about unlocking zones, and being the one who did it. Like, stupid.
Are the best runner in the world because you've climbed the leaderboard all the way to the top rank and everybody knows it.
buzzword. All right, Overwatch players. Who is this? At the month, looking at you, right? That's Bigatu. What is that? He said rank, right? Buzzwords. So a lot of the marketing teams always want to throw this in there in a lot of these videos and be like, yo, throw this in there so that our competitive players can hear that. So they are throwing that in there because they want this to be a competitive game, right? You have already the competitive nature of what Marathon used to be, right? That's supposed to be a competitive game. The multiplayer for sure, if I recall correctly. And now they're trying to say, oh, this can be that too. You can either be, ranked to the very top of the leaderboard because you unlocked the battle pass. You unlocked the heroes. I swear, if they copy Blizzard, oh my God, hell on earth. Rage against the machine. But like, there's nothing enticing. I'm so disappointed.
It's familiar, but also strange. We're really trying to find the right mix of beauty and mystery.
When I jump into the game, I'm just like running for my life, but at the same time, I'll be like, oh, this bush is so beautiful. Oh, look at that building. Oh my.
Because yeah, no gamer's gonna think though. Oh, let me stop and appreciate the roses as I walk on.
We're targeting this like very bold style. It's a balancing act to figure out where do we dial it to 11, where do we dial it back to 6, and which objects and which elements of the world do we really want to highlight. It's something fresh and sort of uncharted territory.
With Marathon, Bungie is very clearly focusing on PvP, and so from the ground up, the integrity of the experience has been absolutely critical. And it was...
That is good, I will say, okay? Despite all this negative that I'm saying, who got into big trouble, big doo-doo, for focusing on PvP, but trying to sell you a version 2.0 with PvE? Blizzard. And look how that turned out. They claimed that they lost focus because they had too many PvE ideas for a PvP game. Bungie is not afraid to admit it or say it. There's nothing wrong with it, right? Their main focus is PvP. That's it. Right, for now.
Call it.
So we'll see. We'll see, Bungie. You spend all this time working on PvP and you throw in buzzwords like, ooh, rank matches. Rank matches, artifacts, unlocking the rest of the level for the rest of the server. What's so Marathon about this, dudes?
Non-negotiable that Bungie was going to be investing in dedicated servers for Marathon, disconnect recovery, and fog of war. Like, without those elements, none of this matters.
Especially a dedicated team in charge of security and making sure the game is as fair as possible.
Let me reword what he just said. We have a dedicated team of IT specialists that will focus on anti-hack measures to make sure the game is fair for everybody, because we expect hackers to come. Hackers beware. We got this shit locked down. Why did they put that in this video? Why? The only reason why is if you had a history of bad hacking situations for your games.
Call it.
Ah! Get out of here, Bungie.
Marathon's going to be releasing on PS5, Xbox Series X, S, and PC, and it's going to have full cross-save and cross-play.
Hey, there you go.
We are marching towards our alpha.
Hold on. It's got crossplay, but can me and a console player play ranked? Did we pass that threshold in this industry? What do you guys think? Nah? Dude, it's unfair. Nah, bullshit. I don't care. I want to be able to play a console player in ranked. Simple as that. They're playing on with whatever equipment they got. They know the chances and the risks, all right? Rank is high stakes. Step it up. Same with PC. I've been playing with console gamers. They're pretty good with the joysticks, all right? They're pretty good. I don't have my controller here, but they're pretty good. I want to play with console players in ranked. I want to team up with a console player in ranked. Call of Duty? Does Call of Duty do that? Yeah, Call of Duty does that. I don't know about ranked. Battlefield 2042 doesn't have ranked, unfortunately, but you're playing alongside these folks, and I want to do that. Come on, guys.
Which is really exciting.
We wish we could show you all the cool stuff that we're working on right now, but we can't do it just yet.
Yeah. we really want to show you anything right now, but we can't just yet. They didn't show us shit. They didn't show us jack shit. This cool trailer, but obviously we all know trailers don't give the game any justice, right? They don't represent the game at all, really. I can't remember a game trailer with CGI that really represented the gameplay of a game, right? But I love that quote. We really want to show you how this works, but we can't just yet. We got to work out some of the kinks. Because we're finding out that there's some boring aspects to this game, okay? So, give us some more time. Maybe 2 more years and we'll show you something. Hey, hey, hey.
Call it.
After this announcement, we are going to go dark for a while, for an extended period, while we focus on developing and playtesting.
Well done.
Testing the game.
Did you hear that? I called it. I called it. I flipped the coin and called it. They're going to spend another 2 years to playtest this game. Get out of here. It's not fun.
Next time you hear from us, we're going to be much closer to release, and we will be ready to reveal gameplay.
We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. But right now, everything is all... And even with the talk, I'm thinking as a gamer, like, dude, there's nothing fun. There's nothing fun. All I'm thinking about right now is Destiny. Destiny. I don't even hear any Halo aspect to any of this, right? But the gunplay, right? Gotta have some Halo in there, I guess. Yeah, that ain't good. That ain't good. Let me rewind for a second, because I think you mentioned something else here.
Next time you hear from us.
Oh, yeah. So, get this. These are the developers, right? They don't work there. Like, I mean, they work in the office, right? But what they're doing right now is they're playing for footage. So developers, they got to test their updates, right? When you make a game and you got to patch the game, right? You test it and then you release it. These folks right here, they're probably not on the same team. They're just in the tester room, right? Playing, as you can see, all lined up in one desk, playing for the footage of this video. So when they're happy and excited, it's because they don't always or usually play their games as gamers would. That's why a lot of the stuff that you saw here was a little cringe. It's because they're not gamers like you and I. They're professional artists, programmers, right? That's why it feels fake. Because it's like, well, like you said, they can't show you anything yet. So I really hope this is not another situation where another company is being pressured by the investors to hurry the F up.
I need to know what I stand to win.
Everything.
How's that?
You stand to win everything. Call it.
Hurry the F up, release this shitty experience because it's not finished, but we got this other, competitive games that are coming out, and I want this to be out. And I really hope that's not what's happening here, because Bungie, as we know, is a fantastic development crew, fantastic company. But when you pressure somebody to finish a project that needs more time, as he just said, right? That's why they're not going to show you anything. What do you think is going to happen? Blizzard messed up with Overwatch. That's what's going to happen. So I hope that's not what's happening here with Bungie. That's so bad if it is. This is a bad, horrible trend that's happening in the gaming atmosphere. These are the end times for gaming as we know it. Don't mark my words, but mark them, because I like to call it.
Don't put it in your pocket. It's your lucky quarter.
Where do you want me to put it?
Anywhere not in your pocket.
All right, enough of this marathon.
Next time you hear from us, we're going to be much closer to release, and we'll be ready to reveal gameplay.
Let's see it. Marathon. All right.
You're being thwarted all the time, and you've got to adapt. At the core, it's what it means to be human.
I was just going to say you shoot people and take their stuff. That was way better than I was going to do.
No, it's not. Dude, take your words back. Nothing was better than what you just said. You see, that guy knows what the game should be. I just like to shoot people and take their shit. Because that's what extraction is about. That is one of the biggest lures. Is that you go into DMZ, right? DMZ has it. Escape from Tarkov is the one biggest lure, I think, in Escape from Tarkov, because it's so realistic. So he knows what he's talking about. So when somebody says, like, everything else of this fluffy bunny stuff, you know, oh, it's an exciting. I like to stop and smell the roses sometimes. I don't know where I am. This isn't Destiny. What is this? This shooter experience that, holy shit, I've been spending too much time in Destiny and Halo that I don't know what extraction means. Or Call of Duty. But I like the visuals. I know I'm bashing on. That's an artist, right? I get it. Artists will be appreciating the art. I get it. But come on. This guy just said exactly what's on every player's mind. Is it going to be fun? We don't hear that anywhere else. There was no other words said by any of these people that was totally noteworthy with how you and I relate to video games. He just said it at the end of this video, and he takes it back. Let's rewind this.
The time, and you've got to adapt.
Hold on, no, hold on. Let's see this.
After this announcement, we are going to go dark for a while, for an extended period.
By the way, hold on. Before we get into that, look at that. Look at that one shot. I think it's in here.
After this announcement,
okay, this right there. So that's the customization. They're teasing the customization, right? Different lip colors for your Android.
We are going to go dark for a while, for an extended period.
See, that's actually, yeah. See, that tells me right there. It's definitely not human. So you are an Android in this game
for an extended period,
which will explain the cyberpunk aspect. You know, the microtransactions.
On developing.
Right, let's do what this guy says.
Next time you hear from us, we're going to be much closer to release, and we will be ready to reveal gameplay.
Here we go. Look at my eyes.
You're being thwarted all the time, and you've got to adapt. At the core, it's what it means to be human.
I was just going to say you shoot people and take their stuff.
That's not funny. That's what I'm saying, too. Are you guys not going to allow that to happen? No. All right. We'll see. All right, well, that was Marathon, the Marathon debut in this video documentary. I'm not digging too much how these companies are doing this. I know, what do you call it? Bethesda did it with Fallout. They did it with Starfield. All right, and how did that turn out? Right, so we were all ooh ah, but the shit they showed was like, wait a minute, I played that in Fallout. In fact, that level, that's the future faction. I forgot what they're called. Father, or whatever his name is. You know, Sean. Right? Spoiler alert. When you go find Sean in his futuristic world, they took that same level design, literally just changed a couple of textures. Bam, Starfield now. Yeah. So these vid documents or documentaries, like they are just it's just marketing material to get you hyped for future investment into this company, right? Because you look at the atmosphere, right? Ubisoft, for example, is trying to take on Call of Duty. Good luck. This ain't no Call of Duty killer. Like, content creators saying that? Why? Why would you guys say that? I guess for likes. Lordy. But we'll see. We'll see. All right. But so far, what they said, though, it is not what I expected from the game Marathon. All right. Can we go back over here? What in here does it tell you? Oh, this is the stuff they're talking about. You know what I mean? Oh, stop and smell the roses because it's so beautiful. No, it's not. It's not supposed to be. Well, it's 2023. We need to change shit up. Well, look at the source material. The only thing that's colorful is the UI here for your health bar and your stamina or power or shields. I think that's shields. Everything else is straight up, you know, Doom, right? Nitty gritty, you know, and I get it, you know, for that time period, this is pretty much the color scheme and the darkness that most games had. But let's look at the character design as well, too, right? These are other robots with these weird capes and such. It's still dark tones. It's still moody, right? Like, they flipped it. They made it, oh, bright and colorful. And yeah, I mean, I'm glad that they're not doing this crazy maze thing from the original, but so far what we've seen, if you ask me, there's nothing Marathon about it. It's just another excuse to butcher a franchise, to kill it. This is it. This is it. This is what I meant to show you guys. I mean, the other thing we saw is the same game, but it was single player, right? So let's go back over here real quick to the this cam over here. All right, so this is the multiplayer aspect. All right, let's see if there's a guy talking on the video. Oh, there's it. Fantastic. There you go. This is Marathon. This is the multiplayer. You're playing against players right now. What did the guy say? I just want to shoot people and steal their loot. That's what you do in Marathon. I don't know what the hell that whole video was about. What they showed in the video is not this. Okay, that's all I'm saying, and it's a problem. Yeah. So this is what Marathon is to people that remember Marathon. Okay, but you get the point. All right. So go with this in mind when you're thinking about, is Marathon going to be fun? Right. And also think about Escape from Tarkov and Call of Duty DMZ. All right. It's a lot of expectations on what Extraction should be. And now we have another layer of expectation. Is it even Marathon anymore? Oh, boy. I keep saying this. I go to a programmer from id Software. His name is John Carmack. I go to his Twitter account. Whenever he tweets, I say, John, we need another Halo. No, I'm sorry, Halo. No, we don't need another Halo. We need another Quake 1, John. John, when are we going to come back and do Quake 1 again, please? We need to redo Quake 1. We need to continue Quake 1. I think it was horrible. It was a bunch of fluff and not enough, not enough meat and potatoes. Like the guy said, I want to shoot things and steal their shit. But you guys know what you're doing, so never mind. This is not for me. I swear that's what he was saying. And it's like, dude, I think we all feel the same way. I really, really, really encourage everybody to join the Discord, to leave me the feedback, because I am noticing that people watch my videos after I stream, right? There's nothing wrong with that, right? I watch myself after the stream just to better myself. But it's important for me to know, what is it that you like? What is it that's making you come back? For example, Eltamat. Why did you come back? See me, All right, guys. I'll see you next time. Have a nice weekend.